So, our guy in the book has had a conflict with a friend of his right there in the room of grace. He's hurt and frustrated. We all know that feeling because it happens to all of us. And just like the guy in the book, we think it will be different here, but conflicts will happen with friends, in our families, and yes, even within our church, our own little room of grace. Mike and I are big proponents of communication and conflict resolution skills. They can take us a long way in resolving issues and even in reconciliation. We believe that they're a must for any relationship, whether a friendship, a marriage, or really any group of people doing even a part of their lives together. But those skills work only if and when the other person involved is willing to talk through the issue until it is all worked out. A verse came to mind that I learned early on as a child in Sunday school. Romans 12:18. As far as it is possible with you, be at peace with all men. We were taught to personalize the verses that we were memorizing, inserting our name. So in this case, I might say, as far as it is possible with you, Linda, be at peace with, fill in the blank, maybe a girlfriend. Another verse comes to mind, Ecclesiastes 4:12. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. The 3 strands are you and God and the other person, your partner, your friend. That gives hope, doesn't it? For the friendship, if God is at the center of it for both of you, perhaps healing will come in time. Meanwhile, in the conflict, if and when the other person is not willing to work at resolving the issue, then it becomes just 2 of us, God and me. Now we work at it with the Father. Otherwise, we might become preoccupied with the issue or the event, and these are taken from the book. We might become obsessed with justice and or accuracy about it. We might be unable to see the other side of it. We might just be uptight, but then our joy is robbed. We want our side to be known, and we worry about what is being said about us. That's a tough one because that involves our reputations, which are important to us. All legitimate concerns and frustrations, that is a lot. Too much. For me, especially these days, since our tragedies, a lot of things just seem, trivial. Our therapist says that is justified and that is normal. When we have tried as far as it is possible with us and the other party is not willing, we must move on with our lives. And in order to do that, we must give it to God. It might take a few times of giving it to God because we can tend to take it back. But we must keep at it. Our goal is life to the full, John 10:10, and a life of love and joy and peace and patience, kindness and goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, all those fruits of the Spirit there in Galatians chapter 5. So communication with our Heavenly Father, the best course or plan or medicine along the way, prayer. Pray for that person. It is not possible to hold on to ill feelings towards a person that you are praying for. Genuinely pray for their hurt, for their heart, and for reconciliation. Recall good times together, good memories, willing ourselves to be thankful for what was. It begins to soften our heart towards the person and towards the conflict. In closing, one more verse, and this one was used in the book. In Luke 23:34, Jesus did not deny the actuality of the wrongs done against him, but rather he asked the Father to forgive those wrongs for Jesus' sake, for even his own sake. The wrongdoers had not repented, yet he forgave them. And there it is, our example. Grace and mercy and God's peace.